My grandma, 65F, and I, 21M, get along really well. She is amazing. I love her and look up to her. That's why my perspective can be biased and need some points of view to know if I fed up. Grandma had 5 children, my dad 43M, my uncle T 42M, my uncle M 35M, my aunt F 47F, and my aunt S 30F, with grandpa 66M. Grandpa was a terrible father and a garbage husband, an alcoholic who spent all his money on liquor, never supported grandma. While she worked hard to provide for her kids as a baker, she got tired of it and kicked him out in the 90s. She stayed as single mom and only provider. Did he pay child support? No. Did he help her buy a house for his kids? No. Did he ask for custody or try to spend time with his kids? No. He only visited once in a blue moon. Grandma and grandpa never divorced since my grandma didn't believe in it, and she was always a single mother. My grandma started dating William, 67M, 2 years ago, but she didn't introduce him to her kids because she was afraid of their reaction, and I was the only one who knew about the affair. Grandma announced that she was moving to William's house this past July, and everyone was furious and started accusing her of cheating, and that she was choosing her affair partner over her own kids. She was even hesitant about moving in with William, but I encouraged her because he makes her happy and he is a nice man. It's been almost 2 months and they refuse to talk to her or have low contact with her, and that is hurting her. She asked my grandpa for a divorce and he got mad at her and accused her of cheating. They were talking SHT about her, they 6 at a family dinner, thus I told them to grow up and stop acting like kids since they are not. I told them that they should be happy about their mom's happiness because that woman dedicated her life to make life easier for them, and it's so unfair that they crap on her while praising my grandpa, who had girlfriends by the way. They all called me an idiot for not taking their feelings into consideration, and they say that something doesn't feel right about their mom dating at this age. They accuse her of cheating, but that isn't cheating. They haven't been together for around 25 years, and my grandpa had a couple of girlfriends. Yes, they were mad at him too, but it's time to grow up. Am I the idiot for telling them to grow up? I think they need to understand that their parents ain't getting back together in case they have hope, and that grandma has a right to be happy. I mean, she did her job already without any help. Not the idiot. Legally, they're separated. Unfortunately, your grandma will have to divorce grandpa if she does want to have a marriage between her and William recognized under state and federal law. It's not an affair since they're separated, married only by law. Not the idiot. Your dad, uncles, and aunts are childish and are acting in a selfish way. Your grandma has the right to be happy at any age, and as you said, this is very far from cheating since your grandparents split up over 2 whole decades ago. Your family needs to accept that and let her have some joy and happiness in her life finally when she can focus on herself instead of focusing on raising 5 kids alone. I feel sad for grandma to realize that she raised such ungrateful idiots. How utterly disappointing for her. Can they even name one instance where their father did anything of significance for them? Not the idiot. I bet it's not even the cheating so much as it is that she has someone in her life who gets some of her attention and they want it all. The cheating is just an excuse. Not the idiot. Not the idiot. Your grandparents have legally been separated for 25 years, and your dad and his siblings bear being ageist by saying at 65 your grandma is too old to date. Personally, I'd be telling them the statistics about STDs in the senior population. The geriatric population really likes to get it on, seeing as they don't have to worry about anyone getting knocked up. Those senior living communities and nursing homes are just a much more wrinkled version of Love Island. And your grandma still has 20 years to go before she hits that crowd. I'm not at all kidding. Look it up. Old people are really into lots of casual intimates. You are 100% right on this. You are awesome for having your grandma's back. I hope your grandma and William have the best golden years together and that her children all get their heads out of their butts and grovel at their mom's and William's feet for being idiots. Can confirm on this one, here in the UK there was a whole mini epidemic in care homes for the elderly with syphilis, chlamydia and gonorrhea. New account because he deleted my main one. So, this might sound petty but let me explain. In 2019 I could no longer work because of my physical disabilities. No company wanted to hire me for the past couple of years and my husband said that it's better I just stay home and not worry about working. I agreed and he's become the breadwinner. Then it's like a switch that flipped because chores were 50-50ths, but after I lost my job, they become 100% on me. Keep in mind my physical disabilities I developed. His excuse for not doing anything to help is that I stay at home 24/7. I told him that's not fair, especially since I suffered from physical discomfort. He made a deal with me and promised that everything will be 50/50 once I start working again. I told him I would find a job, and he laughed and said good luck. I remember this vividly because of the strange laugh that I never heard him laugh before. I started looking for a job again for months, but had no luck till my friend's husband found me a potential job at a company that would have my work from home due to physical strains. I was so excited and felt like I'm capable again despite the struggle. They scheduled an interview with me, and when I told my husband, he looked red in the face but said nothing. 2 days ago I found out that my job interview got cancelled. I found out when my friend reached out to ask why I did that, but I said I had no idea. I checked my email and found nothing because I didn't send anything to the company. My husband came home and admitted to cancelling the interview. I asked why and he said, "This job had lots of requirements and I didn't seem fit to be accepted there, so to spare me the heartache of being rejected, I just cancelled the interview." I flipped out on him and told him he destroyed my one and only chance at landing a job. But he said he was just feeling concerned about my well-being. I told him he probably didn't want me to work cause he didn't want to split house chores, and he seemed offended by that. He threw a fit about how unreasonable and selfish I was to even consider a job without speaking to him first. I told him I don't get involved in his work life. He called me horrible for accusing him of bad intentions, then went out to meet his friends, probably to vent, because one of them told me that my husband is looking out for me, but I was being cruel to him by yelling. He has been cold-shouldering me since then and deleted my social media accounts, claiming that they're bad for my mental health because of the negative effects some of those platforms have. Am I the idiot for yelling at him? Not the idiot new account because he deleted my main. I just had to read this one line and knew this was not going to be you in the wrong. This man has extreme control issues. Run. He should be lifting you up and encouraging your growth and happiness. Not beating you down when you try to do something that makes you happy. I hope you realize you deserve so much better. Get out. Call your friends, your parents, your dog sitter, whoever can take you, and leave right now. Get a divorce the moment you are out and never go near him again. These are 12 different kinds of abuse and could escalate very easily. He wants you helpless and dependent on him so he can abuse you, and it's only going to get worse. Run now. Not the idiot, but that hardly matters. Not the idiot. Dear OP, please get out of this relationship now. Your husband is showing you exactly who he is, an abuser. First, he cut you off from your family and friends by deleting your socials, then he cancelled a job interview that would have given you some financial security. What exactly are you getting out of this relationship? Time for you to get in touch quietly with your family and make a plan to get out before he starts escalating. 32F, I'm getting married to my fiancée, 41M, next year. After we got engaged, I suggested it might be nice if I asked my fiancé's niece, who's 15, if she wanted to be a bridesmaid too. I've only met her a couple of times, so we're not close, but she seemed like a cool kid, and I thought it might be a nice way for us to bond, get to know each other, involve her in the wedding. Side note, she's the only niece-nephew on either side of the family. Anyway, cut to a few weeks ago and we're in my fiancé's hometown to visit his family and discuss wedding-related stuff. His brother, sister-in-law, and their daughter came over, and I noticed this time that she was dressed a lot more androgynous than I remembered. The topic moved to wedding dresses and bridesmaids' dresses, and I could see she was immediately uncomfortable. Her parents, her mum really, and grandma were making comments about how she'd need to be more feminine, brush her hair, etc., and how nice it would be to see her like that. I'll be honest and say this hit a nerve with me, as I was very much a tomboy as a teenager, even though I'm not anymore, and it absolutely broke me whenever my relatives would say things like that. Eventually, her mother made a comment along the lines of, "It'll be nice to see you dressed like a girl for once." And she looked really sad, embarrassed, upset. In response, because that really hit a nerve, I immediately told her that my maid of honor would be wearing a trouser suit for the wedding and not a dress, and that I'd given all the bridesmaids the option of wearing anything they want as long as it's in the wedding color, to make things easier. I pulled out my phone and started showing her photos of the ideas my friend had sent me: a jumpsuit, culottes, a trouser suit, a tailored tux, etc., and let her know that she could pick anything at all she wanted. She could even wear jeans and trainers if that made her comfortable, and that it's a wedding, not a fashion show. My niece perked up a bit when I said that, but her mum looked really pissed off. She's since asked my fiancé to pressure me into getting all the bridesmaids' dresses, so their daughter will have to wear one, which, lol, no. My husband doesn't give a crap what she wears, but obviously also doesn't want his family and me to be arguing on the wedding day. I don't want to back down because I know what it feels like to be pressured into wearing something that makes you uncomfortable, but on the other hand, I know it's only for a day, and it'd make the family happy. Am I the idiot for trying to overrule her parents? Definitely not the idiot. Don't back down. Stand your ground. Never in my life had I thought I would be urging someone to be a Britazilla. Please. Please. Be the Britazilla. Go full Britazilla. Not the idiot, take her shopping to get her wedding outfit so mom can't overrule you. Keep your niece's outfit at your place. Not the idiot. She's 15 and is old enough to decide how she would like to dress. You are being very reasonable by allowing her to be comfortable in what she is wearing, as long as it is meeting the wedding color. The mum is an idiot for trying to make her daughter wear something that she would be uncomfortable with. This would make her not enjoy being your bridesmaid and could also affect your happiness, knowing that one of your bridesmaids is not happy.